I think as a collective, as sports fans, we need to instill a rule. No GOAT arguments, no legacy debates, no legacy arguments before a guy is at least 8 to 10 years into his career. We all watched that game one from Wemby. We all understand how special he could be. And maybe one day he gets there. But the recency bias we have in sports has killed sports dialogue. Is Wemby great at 22? He absolutely is. But we can't forget the history of the game to try to elevate for clickbaits and for views. We can't forget that a 22-year-old Magic Johnson once existed, an NBA Finals MVP. We can't forget that a 22-year-old LeBron James once existed, who dropped 25 straight, 28 of his team's last 30 in the Eastern Conference Finals against a perennial Eastern Conference Finals contender in the Detroit Pistons at 22 years old. We can't forget guys have existed that have been 22 years old and have elevated and carried their franchises to levels and heights that we didn't think were possible for that age. We need to let guys play out their careers. We need to let them have their ebbs and flows, have their wins and have their losses, and learn from their losses and celebrate their wins. I'm sick and tired of seeing every time a player has a good stretch of basketball, has a good series, has hell a good year, and we try to elevate him into heights and ranks of guys that we have always cherished and have always protected in that top five. In the Kobe Bryant conversation, in the LeBron James, in the Michael Jordan, in the Magic Johnson conversation. These guys have given everything they have for 15 to 20 years to this beautiful game of basketball that we all adore, and it's not fair to compare a guy who's been in the league for less than 1,000 days that same respect before he earns it. And we need to allow him to earn it, and we need to allow him to be great, and we need to allow him to fail, and we need to allow him to get back up again, and hopefully one day he gets there.